People, what's going on? It's Egal Talks Football. We're back again with another video, number 18. The transfer window is really quieting down for Arsenal Football Club. You have Manchester City over there getting one, not two, not three, four signings and giving Erling Haaland a 9-year deal. You got Liverpool saying they can't spend any money at all. You got Chelsea saying they're going to bring somebody back. You got Manchester United looking to sell Garnacho for 50+ million to Napoli. And Arsenal, it looks like Kieran Tierney might be leaving. And David Ornstein takes a bucket of water and just goes on all our transfer fire, all our transfer news, man. It's crazy. Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. I got a lot to show you guys. Let's get it started the right way, right about now. Bang. People, what's going on? It's Egal Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get the show started the right way. We got to talk about some stuff. Yes, we got to talk about some stuff. There's an academy kid we got to talk about. There's some other things we need to talk about. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get this video past at least 200 likes. If you guys can do that, that would be wonderful. So let's begin with David Ornstein and his news. So if you guys don't know, David Ornstein was on the Highbury squad. Yes, David Ornstein was on the Highbury squad, and he was speaking about some potential transfer moves and potential moves in general. So what did he say?
Club, and in this case, the Kroenkes, but it's what the ownership of any club, and in this case, the Kroenkes, the board of directors feel. And even when Mikel Arteta was under external pressure at the beginning, do you remember when he turned it around with wins? I think it was against Norwich and Burnley and West Brom in the snow and the North London derby. There was no internal pressure. They were, other than what he puts on himself and the expectation to get results. No scrutiny on his job. That was never in doubt, and I don't think it is now. He's just signed a new contract. They're fully behind him, and I think they would like to be long into the future. If Mikel Arteta was not the Arsenal manager, he'd be snapped up within seconds by one of the biggest clubs. But it's
David Ornstein basically speaking about Arteta's pressure. Arteta, Arsenal, mate peaked, says Jamie Carragher, and the response to some people is this is utter bullshit, talking about peaked. But David Ornstein speaking right there about Arteta's future and basically saying that there's no pressure. Arteta's not going nowhere. Nobody's really saying anything about Arteta potentially leaving. So you guys need to relax. You need to chill. And all this bullshit is not happening. But he also spoke about Benjamin Sesko. So let's see what he had to say about Benjamin Sesko. That's probably the main thing you guys want to hear about. You don't want to hear about him talking about Arteta, do you? Let's listen to this again. Once again, shout out to the Highbury squad. Guys, go check it out. Big up Sophie every single time. This was a massive interview, an exclusive with David Ornstein himself.
Yeah, it's this is where I take on the role of heartbreaker, right? And all the Arsenal fans get angry about me that I only deliver bad news. And I'm sorry about that. Call me the Undertaker. It's just it's not a nice position to be in. But at the time of recording this, my information is there are no talks between Arsenal and RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko. And he's not expected to move in this transfer window. Arsenal do have a long-standing interest in him. We've reported that very thoroughly on The Athletic. He signed his new contract. He's really important to Leipzig at the moment. They're fighting for better results in the Bundesliga. They need him. He's kind of like their best player. They're under no financial requirement to sell him. And therefore, sort of never say never in this industry, because you just don't know what will happen from one minute to the next if a club comes in with an offer that's too good to refuse. But that's not happened so far at Leipzig. They don't have an intention of selling him. The word that is coming back initially is like no chance from there. I've actually seen some reports just as we've gone on air to that effect. The fans would go crazy if Leipzig sold him at this moment, from what I hear. And I think he signed that new contract because he wanted to develop there for the time being. And so I don't think a mid-season move is on his agenda either.
So there you have it. David Ornstein giving us the cold, hard facts. David Ornstein basically being the boogeyman, being the nightmare, telling Arsenal fans, you know what? Here's some cold water to throw on those Sesko rumors. And brilliant video from Sophie, brilliant video on the Highbury squad, breaking down everything, telling us the hard facts that Sesko looks very unlikely to be moving this transfer window, and all the stuff that we're hearing about Sesko potentially leaving, Sesko this, Sesko that, just doesn't look like it's very likely at this moment in time. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to calm down with all the rumors about us getting Sesko, and it just doesn't look likely at this moment in time. If Arsenal were to trigger a release clause for Nico Williams or Victor Gyökeres, though, that might be a very different situation. Estimated value for the both of them in the next couple of years could be very high. So we're going to have to wait and see if we do something else. But right now, we're not going to go for Sesko any longer. Sesko's agent even came out and said something recently. In case you guys haven't seen, I'll show you guys that right now. Sesko's agent came out and said something across the lines that, he's not looking to go anywhere, and we're basically something across the lines that they're happy where they are right now. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? If they're not looking to make any moves, you can't force them. And we've heard news about Sesko, we've heard news about Gyökeres, but when you have the agent coming out saying even if they're aware of interest from top clubs, that nothing's going to happen at this moment in time. Only Sesko is a Leipzig player, and I can't answer these questions. So fair enough. He's a Leipzig player. He's not going nowhere at this moment in time, and that just is the situation. We're going to have to wait and see what else Arsenal can drum up or do this window in the meanwhile. So, yeah. There is other news, though. There is other news. It's not just that. Arsenal are always looking to improve the team, and we will be looking to get Zubamendi in the summer. We already know about that, right? That's one thing. Number two, Calafiori's fitness. A few decisions will be made this afternoon with the medical team. Any close to returning? Not so far. So Calafiori has not returned yet. Arsenal look to rival any team that comes in for this gentleman here. I don't know enough about him, so we're going to look into him in a second, but seems to be everyone's speaking about him. And yeah, Sesko just doesn't seem like it's going to happen right now. So we can forget about Sesko, but it looks like this youngster, Norwegian youngster, who is currently 18 years old, is being highly touted, currently playing in the Norwegian league. Arsenal is looking at him. He's a midfielder. He could be a potential future cover or a future superstar. You never know. He could be squad depth or he could be a future superstar. Either way, Arsenal are asking for a price for the new Martin Odegaard. As reported, he could be going for as little as 10 million. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with this guy. He's apparently highly touted. Manchester United are also interested in him. So we're going to see what happens with that. But besides that news, there's not really much else to be said today, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick little update. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy these updates that I'm giving you throughout the window. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love for the love, people. Peace.